Alright guys, we're here to talk about the Pixel 6 Pro, and if it's worth your money. I've had the phone for a little while. It's been touch and go. There's been some issues with the phone. There's been some updates to help correct some of those issues. For the most part, all the bugs are worked out. I know some of the earlier models, some of the test models had problems. I didn't experience half of those problems. I had problems with my Bluetooth, and my wife had problems with her Wi-Fi, cutting in and out. Those problems have been taken care of with the last security update. So other than the occasional Bluetooth issue, I think the phone is worth it. For price, it's $8.99. You could probably get it on sale. Some deals from Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, all the major carriers carry the phone. You can buy the unlocked version from Best Buy. The phone has gotten a lot of bad rap because the early models had bugs in them. I don't think we're being fair with the with Google on this. They did create a whole new chip for this phone. It's sort of like buying a first model year, first run car. There's going to be bugs to be worked out. Should there be bugs right out of the gate in 2022 with a phone supposedly this powerful? No. The 120 hertz refresh rate on the screen, throttles down. I know Marcus Brownlee was complaining about that. I don't think I saw a video from Lou at Unbox Therapy. I didn't see a video from him at all. Just a quick unboxing video. We're not going to do an unboxing video. So for them, I think what they're looking for is stuff for them to do their day-to-day job and work. And if that's the case, then the phone probably didn't live up to their standards. But as an average, everyday consumer, such as me, I'm a truck driver. I'm not a tech guy. The phone is more than perfectly capable to run games, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, light to moderate use, watching YouTube videos, doing a lot of stuff that normal people do on their phones. For day to day like that, the phone is fine. I'm not losing any cell phone signal. I have Verizon, so I have service pretty much no matter where I go. I've never really lost or dropped a call. Like I said, it was just because of the Bluetooth issue. And again, I didn't know if it was because of my headset that I use for work, the Blue Parrot trucker headset, or if it was maybe Volkswagen CarNet. I didn't know. But again, average everyday consumer for Android Auto or taking pictures or whatever, the camera is awesome. I mean, it's one of the best cameras out there. And it's been that way for a while with Google and their Pixel phones. Mostly their software is to what's the word I'm looking for? Is to be the praise of that. As far as the other Android phones, the new upcoming Samsung S22, you got to remember that's Android. Samsung phones and Motorola phones, LG phones, they run off of Android. So the software that these OEM manufacturers use is based off of coding from Google. The sensors are going to be the only difference between how the picture comes out. We do have a Samsung S22 Ultra on order. So when that comes, we'll be doing a comparison to the Pixel 6 Pro. That's going to be coming up in future videos whenever we get it. As far as doing a head-to-head with the iPhone, I think we're going to wait until the iPhone 14 because the iPhone 13 has already been out for a little while. There's been reviews all over the internet. I mean, it's just beating all those specs with a stick. So the phone doesn't deserve all the flack that it's getting. Like I said, I use it every day, been using it every day for the past 2 months, and it's been fine. You're actually watching this YouTube video on the Google Pixel camera. I'm using it as a 4K recording camera for right now, and it seems to be doing okay. As far as overheating, a couple times it's overheated and slowed down, and again, it could be because of the chip. I haven't tested any newer phones besides this to see if it's the chip or if it's just because the phone is plugged in and it's just recording at 4K and overworking itself. But the phone has wireless charging. I wireless charge the phone all the time. I rarely plug the phone in. And it's a decent phone. Battery life for me has lasted pretty much all day. With moderate use. People have been complaining about the cellular signal eating up a lot of the battery. I haven't really experienced that. So maybe some of these earlier units are the ones that are having the problems. With supply chain issues and things being the way they are now. It could be because somebody was just having a bad day at work, put the phone together wrong, or it could be a number of things. So again, for $8.99, is it worth it? Yeah, I think it's worth it. I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad I own it. Again, it's my go-to phone every day. I've been on the Google phone since the Nexus line, and when I switched over to the Pixel, I think I've had every single Pixel phone except for the Pixel 5. I skipped over to Pixel 5, but I had the original Pixel XL, and I've always had Pixel phones, and my wife as well. So I've kind of seen the Pixel line progress, and even from the Nexus line progress. We're kind of Google fanboys in this house. Everything in our house runs Google Smart Home, our plugs, lights, all that stuff. We have Google Home, and everything seems to run flawless. So I don't know why all the complaints. For somebody who's real tech savvy and is looking for the best of the best, is this phone that? It's close, but no, not quite. If the phone was any more than $8.99, would I say it's worth it? No, I would skip over it and get something else. But for an average, everyday person who doesn't really care about the 120 hertz refresh rate being up all the time, or excuse me, or the little quirks. If you're not going to use your phone to create YouTube content or anything, like that, can you create YouTube content with the Pixel? Yes, because I'm doing it right now, and the camera's amazing, but it's I don't really know how to describe it. You'd have to really try it out to see. But at $8.99, it's cheap enough to try out. Let's go down to the desk. I'll show you the packaging, and then I'll put up some pictures that I took with the phone, so you can see some low light and all. I don't know if it's too late for Google to really make a dent in the smartphone piece of the smartphone industry that they were trying to. I'm not sure. Because it put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths about all the problems that came with this new Pixel. Again, it's a different chipset. They're not with the Snapdragon chips anymore. This is their own chip. So I think we should cut Google a little bit of slack and let them try to get things figured out. If the phone was any more than $899, I wouldn't be able to excuse it. But I mean, it's kind of like a mid-range phone price for a mid to upper range phone. So we'll go down to the desk. I'll show you the packaging, what it comes with. All right, so here's the packaging that it comes with. Front of the box, obviously, I have the Stormy Black Pixel 6 Pro. The back is a fingerprint magnet, an absolute fingerprint magnet. So I would suggest getting a slim case for it if you're a case addict. I bought this case cheap from Amazon. And then I customized it with my wife and I customized the cell phone case. And it seems to protect my phone pretty well. I haven't had any issues with it. I don't really beat on my phone. I'm not one to drop my phone, so it seems to have been holding up. So that's the packaging. It's a really thin box. And inside you really don't get much. You get the wrapper that goes on the phone. You get your instruction manual, your SIM tray removal tool. You get a USB-A to USB-C adapter. And this is obviously so that you can transfer your information from one phone to the next, whether you have an iPhone, an older Pixel, whatever. You can plug the USB-A into your old phone and then plug the USB-C into your new phone and transfer everything right from there. And then it comes with a USB-C to C cable. So packaging is very minimalistic. I'm not used to such little packaging and the charge brick thing. Everybody's sour about that, and you won't find a phone with a charge brick anymore. Even a new Samsung doesn't come with one. The iPhone doesn't come with a charge brick. All phones don't come with charge bricks anymore. You have to buy those aftermarket, which is kind of, again, everybody's kind of mad about that, but changing times. We got to change with the times. The phone is a fingerprint magnet. You can see the fingerprints all over it already, just after wiping it and holding it in my hand. The back glass it's very nice. I wish I didn't have to have a case on it. But again, the back is glass. It's very glossy. It's a fingerprint magnet, especially in this black color. The white probably would be a little bit, probably hide the fingerprints a little bit more. And it's got the two-tone dark Stormy Black and then the, I guess, Nardo Gray is what you can call it, up on the top. Alright, so as far as the screen goes, complaints have been had about the 120 hertz refresh rate dropping down. I haven't noticed it. Big time YouTubers probably would notice it, but my human eye, I don't notice it. As far as responsiveness of the screen, it's been good since day one. Battery life has been pretty good. You can see as you're playing around, it doesn't lag. It definitely is nice and smooth as far as changing screens and scrolling and all that. The battery, again, I can go an entire day with the battery, and I don't have an issue with running to a charger or being close to a charger. I don't have a quick charger, so I can't really test that out. But over the past 24 hours, I've had my phone unplugged since 10 o'clock this morning, and we're at 83% right now, and it's 6:45. So, over the past 24 hours, people were complaining about the mobile network taking up most of the battery. I really don't know how much battery it's using. It says it's using 31%, but I don't really. What is 31%? 31% of what? So I keep mine on optimized, but you can put it on restricted or unrestricted. Obviously, that's going to use more battery. This is going to use the less amount of battery, but it's also going to stop your notifications, a lot of the notifications from coming through right away. It's going to delay a lot of them. This I wouldn't worry about. I don't know why this is like this. It may be because of the tensor chip. I don't see that being an issue as to why everybody's complaining. Again, I go all day without charging my phone. I charge it while I'm sleeping, and for the rest of the time, it's unplugged and off the wireless charger. I'm a moderate user. I watch TikTok videos, Facebook Reels. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I watch a couple of YouTube videos. So average consumption, you'll get an entire day out of the battery. So the complaints with everybody with the battery, I don't really notice anything bad with the battery. Now again, I didn't have an early model, so maybe it might be the early models that were affected by this. But I got this, I want to say about a week after launch, and it's been pretty good so far. And after all the updates, again, it's been running pretty smoothly. All right, so another issue that I also came about before the update. After the update, it seems to have gotten a little bit better. Is with Android Auto, and I guess there was a big to do with Android Auto disconnecting and not connecting and so forth for other phones as well. And the Pixel was no exception. So obviously I'm in my, well, not obviously, but I'm in my wife's Atlas Cross Sport right now. We do not have wireless Android Auto in this car. We have wireless charging, but we do not have wireless Android Auto. So if I put the phone down in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the phone in. And as you can see, it comes up pretty quick. It normally auto launches. Let's turn that off before we get copyright. So there's the interface for Android Auto. My daughter absolutely loves this feature of Android Auto. Sorry guys, the sun is really really coming down. So my 5-year-old daughter, when we're waiting in the school line, absolutely loves these little game snacks on Android Auto. So she loves playing these. So I mean, it's fast. It's not no slouch in that department. You got your notifications and all that. So really, since the update, I haven't had a problem with this. I have had a problem with making phone calls. So for the most part, I haven't had any issues. I'll run into an issue if I leave my wife's Cross Sport and go into my GLI and try to make a phone call. Sometimes, and I don't know if it's because of Volkswagen itself or if it has to do with a lot of other cars. However, I find an issue with my phone trying to connect to our Atlas Cross Sport instead of my GLI, even though my phone is plugged into the GLI and Android Auto is on in the GLI. And the Atlas can be turned off and it'll still try to connect to the Atlas. A quick reboot sometimes clears that up. If you only have one car though, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're only using one car, then it shouldn't be an issue. So if again, if you're using only one car, you probably won't have this issue. I use multiple cars during the week, so you know, I'll jump from my my Jetta GLI to my wife's Cross Sport. We'll go over to the Cabrio sometimes. So I jump around from vehicle to vehicle to get to work. I don't just drive the same car every day exclusively. So that might be part of the issue. If I drove the same car exclusively every day, I probably wouldn't have an issue with that. Android Auto is not perfect, as is I don't know what the Apple variant is. Apple CarPlay. Apple CarPlay isn't perfect either. There's some hiccups along the way. Stuff happens. The phone locks up. You know, you got to unplug it and replug it back in. But for the most part, 99% of the time, the phone is trouble-free. Whether I'm in the car, in the house, the battery lasts all day. So the big complaints from the big YouTubers, yes, maybe for them it's a viable complaint because they use their phone for getting their job done. But for an everyday average consumer, you're not going to notice any of the hiccups. They're going to be minor things that come along with every phone. So is it worth it? Yes. Again, like I said, at an $8.99 price point, yes, absolutely, it's worth it. If it was any more, it wouldn't be worth it. I would not go for it if it was over $8.99. Any more than $1,000, I think we would be asking too much for this phone. Again, I love the Google Pixel line, always have, and I'm probably going to stay with this as my daily driver. Again, we also have like I said earlier in the video, we have an S22 Ultra on pre-order, and also a Galaxy Tab S8 coming also. So who knows, that may be my new favorite, that may be my daily driver. We're going to do a video on that too. Like I said, this is the first video for this channel. We're going to focus on everyday consumer items. You know, some of these advertisements that you see on YouTube for the Manscaped thing, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, so I'm going to be purchasing all this with my own money, testing these products out as if I was just an average everyday guy, because I'm just a truck driver, I'm not a YouTuber. So if the video quality sucks or camera angles are bad, I apologize. They will get better in time. Again, it's my first video, so you gotta cut me some slack. I'm kind of learning this whole thing here. But again, focusing on the Google Pixel, I would definitely check it out. And if you can get it on a deal from a provider, AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, definitely keep it on your list of phones to look at. The screen is up there. I believe it's a Samsung AMOLED phone, a Samsung AMOLED display in this phone. I think that's who provides the display for this phone. And it is really good. And the camera is, I mean, that's the main selling point of this phone, is the camera, and this camera software. And it always has been for Pixels. So definitely, it's worth it. Check it out. There's more videos to come. The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the Tab S8. There's other reviews coming. So please like, subscribe, comment something that you don't like. If there's something that you want me to change, you know, I can do my best. But as we get more and more products in, I'll start reviewing those and putting them up on the channel. Again, I'm doing this with my own money. I'm just a truck driver. I don't make hundreds of thousands of dollars here. So the products will slowly, and the reviews will slowly trickle in. So just bear with us, and we'll get them up for you guys. Again, definitely check out the Pixel 6 Pro, even the 6. The 6 is I think $4.99 or $5.99 maybe. I'd have to double check on that. I think it's $5.99. But the only thing that's missed, almost the same phone, you're just missing the ultra wide camera on the 6. Whereas on the 6 Pro you get the ultra wide camera in the back, or the telephoto. I'm sorry, the telephoto lens is what you're missing on the 6. But they're equally spec'd with RAM, and the chip. they're pretty much the same phone, only the Pixel 6 is smaller. So again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.